so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. There he goes, left side. How about this? Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them, and is still running essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They start on the ground here in Sanders. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles already trailing on a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of the struggle?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. That is caught, and they worked this well field across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a 1st down throw for Young. And incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Still going inside the 20. And they will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were the winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about
it. Got his man complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Forced. Oh, Young loses it.
Oh, Jesus.
That could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Young. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a good play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. They were scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one hits in the run, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try to keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to fall out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Saquon Barkley. Back the right end. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Giants have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out.
Get out of here, bro. They shouldn't even be able to tackle me.
Where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left football early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Down inside the 20. Wow, 204 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And we'll go down the line for Davis inside the 30. Through one quarter,
I got some for that.
14-7 our score. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A carry here for the big tight end. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Giants in 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They hand off to the big tight end. And he'll have the 1st down, giving Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
There's 2 turnovers I should have had.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Now he's loose. Got it left sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, 72 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Miniero's extra point up and good. And leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, where did the offense not chip in?
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
3rd down and 1. Going right side to find Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Hyatt. throwing on first down. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the confidence of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 243 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically.
He's got it! Complete! And he's got it! Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. What's good on the extra point? And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Touchdown, wants to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And Charles, you're so close to halftime there. We throw the interception out of that. You do get it to even plus territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Flushed out right. Touchdown!
That's so gay, man.
Lawrence Cager in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Let me wake up, man. I'm tripping.
Lux with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. 1st and 10, Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the
bro.
end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he let his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Young is intercepted.
I'm down
for
with
the
this
3rd time this game. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just
Still can't get them in the backfield. That's wild.
They're starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Jones.
There we go.
Rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Now he's got to return. It's a loose football.
I'm gonna say, like, don't do me like that, man.
Will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Nowhere to go here.
I threw it.
Second time in this game, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right, got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Man, I'm really gonna make me work for it today.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Look, it got hit as soon as he threw it. I'm down with this mess. It's just not my day. Not today. At least not in this game.
As they hold on fourth down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Barkley. And this will be the Giants' first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. They gave himself options there on the third down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here we go. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Hey, I'm not down a lot.
Things were pretty stacked up there.
Just frustrating. Like,
a lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
it's frustrating. That's all.
Again, it's Barkley.
So the game still in reach.
This
Like,
one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
the game is still well in reach.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side.
He's not.
Jalen Hyatt, 60 yards. And the Giants will add on to their lead.
Yeah.
In the
Okay.
of the 3rd. What's good on
I'm not even locked in. I just want to play the game for real because it's my anniversary weekend, so I'm trying to knock all these games out. I ain't trying to get no fourth win away. I will play. I know I'm not going to be on.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
That's why I'm trying to get my games out the way.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move.
But let's cut it down back into 17 before the quarter out.
They need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball.
Oh, that's Sanders. That's not Chart. But he still dropped it, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Young will set to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So the big play changes the complexion.
Doing it again.
Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Young to throw it. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This is ridiculous. Offensive line playing like trash today.
It'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 20.
But kudos to him.
Young to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A first down throw for Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's going for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, 41 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. And Young's going to throw for this. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When they moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, Parker, because I think you saw them charge out to the field fired up without another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hook left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
From the 24, Jones.
There we go. There we freaking go.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go.
Nah, bro.
Don't you go into your shell, just run the football?
Nah, bro.
I think you have
I'm
to,
down
but you
11.
also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So, fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The Giants on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion.
Bro, how do you still get 2 yards, bro?
Talk about after this one. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. In motion, Slayton. From the 31, Jones.
Come on, bro.
Now they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a play drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Get there.
Jones now on 3rd down. Pass to the side.
That's okay. That's gay. Okay. Okay.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Feeling the pressure here and take it down. A sack back at the 7. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hand up to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Take the 3.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And this will be hit on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. This is 1st and 10. Here's Young. And this is intercepted. And that should be